recording.
Hi everybody, welcome to our event today, our Becoming Angels of Change. We're very excited to have you jump on and join us. Thank you to those who will be participating today. So today you'll be hearing stories of ordinary people, just like all of us, sharing stories of health and change. So things that we were struggling with before we found out about the products, and our stories of the change that has happened so far. So I'll start. My name is Andrea Berger, and I'll be hosting today. My story began 12 months ago. Just like you guys who have jumped on to watch, I was asked to watch an event by a friend, and because she was my friend, I decided to support her, even though I wasn't interested in it at all. And I decided to listen, to see what it was that she was doing. I had watched her on Facebook, and I actually liked what she was doing. It got me a little bit intrigued. And so the reason why I said yes to Juice Plus and the products is because I was at a point in my life where I was feeling very lethargic. I was actually I actually work at a school, not as a teacher, but as a teacher's aide. And so I'm constantly going into different classes and helping the students. But before I started taking the products, I found that I was very lethargic. I was taking time and going to the toilet just to have some time to just close my eyes for a little bit. And when I got home, I'd be so tired. I didn't want to go out and do things with my family or spend time with my son. I also have endometriosis and polycystic ovaries, and the pain is excruciating for those who don't know. For me, 2 weeks before my period would come, I would cry in pain. The pains. Some people ask me what it's like to describe to them what it's like, endometriosis and my period pains. And for me, it was like someone putting their hands up and just ripping everything out all in one go. Or the other way I like to explain it is I felt like someone was tying a rope around my waist and just pulling really, really tight to the point where I couldn't breathe. Those were the pains that I would struggle with. And I was a sugar addict and a takeaway and junk food addict as well. So KFC, I always joke around about KFC and popcorn and this and that, but yeah, our family would spend at least 4 times a week on takeaway. That's what my life was like. But now with the last 12 months, first week of taking the products, my energy levels went really high. I was actually sleeping much better, whereas before I wasn't sleeping at all at night time. And that's what would make me more tired the next day. Within the first month of taking the products, I actually was surprised to find out that I got my period without having those pains for the first 2 weeks beforehand. So I was actually really excited to get my period without pain. It was actually, I know for a lot of people it's like, yeah, you got your period, but for me it was amazing to not have to go through all those pains every single month. So that's the major thing that I realized that I had. Junk food, we hate it now. We don't buy any more takeaway unless we're out with friends. And you feel the difference from eating crappy food to our body just now wants healthy food, wholesome food, vegetables and fruits all the time. So yeah, that's my little story. I'd like to hand the time over now to Debbie, who will be sharing a little bit about the products and our amazing Juicy Body Transformation Program. Thanks, Debbie.
Thank you for joining us tonight. My name's Debbie Steer. I'm a mum of 3 and I've worked in early childhood education for about 20 years. I've been on Juice Plus now for 8 months, and what it's done for me, it's really just boosted my immune system. It's given me such an energy boost, and they're the main things that I struggled with as a mum. So tonight I'm going to show you our products and talk a little bit about them. First of all, research shows that our bodies can't absorb all the synthetic vitamins that you find in the chemist and the supermarket very well. I tried naturopathic medicines, meridian therapy, and it did give me a little bit of pain relief. I tried them for about 2 years, but nothing like Juice Plus. And I guess that's why Juice Plus is a huge part of our life now. There's huge amount of science in Juice Plus, behind Juice Plus. I'm not going to bore you tonight with that. Science, research and studies. So whoever invited you here tonight, just ask them to send you some more info if you're interested in the science side of things. So we'll get straight into the capsules. So these are our 3 main capsules. We've got fruits, veggies and berries, and I'll show you what's in each of the capsules. So in the fruits and the berries, the fruits and the vegetables, you get all of these fruits and veggies. Now I'm not going to name them all because it will take me ages. And in the berry capsules, you get all of these goodies. So lots and lots of good fruits and veggies. So these are the capsules, and I'll just hold them up here so you can see. There are the capsules. So pretty much what Juice Plus has done, they've juiced the fruits and the vegetables, and then the juices are then concentrated into powders, and then they're encapsulated in this vegan capsule. At a very low temperature, sort of similar to what you would find they do with herbs and spices, similar sort of thing. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about, because I've had such amazing results. I actually looked up some of the ingredients in Juice Plus on the internet, and one of the things I found was this amazing fruit called pomegranate. I can't even say the word, pomegranate. And I've never actually had a pomegranate before, so I actually looked it up, and it's actually one of the healthiest fruits in the world. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's a very potent anti-inflammatory, and I'm guessing that's why I don't have any pain from my autoimmune diseases anymore. Another ingredient in the capsules was elderberry, and I looked that one up too, and that's actually a top antiviral herb, and it's excellent at controlling influenza. And since I've started Juice Plus 8 months ago, I haven't had one cold. I'll talk a little bit about our shakes. So these are our shakes. We've got vanilla and chocolate. I haven't got the chocolate with me at the moment, but that's pretty much what we pop in our smoothies each day. They're our whole food nutrition drinks. So some of the ingredients are, they've got ancient grains, they've got chickpeas, mushroom, millet, and they've got spirulina. So I looked up spirulina on the internet too, and I found that it's the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. So I guess that's why I'm feeling so good from drinking that too. Our newest product is actually the Omegas. Just take one out and show you those. The Omegas are a plant-based vegetarian supplement. So pretty much what Juice Plus has done, instead of using fish in the oil, they've bypassed the fish and they've gone straight to the food source, what fish actually eat, and that's algae. And they've also popped in a few other ingredients as well, like pomegranate and raspberry oil, and a few other bits and pieces that are really high in omegas. So that's our newest product that was just released a couple of weeks ago. And then we have our chews. Now these are what our kids take. They're packed with all the amazing nutrition, just like our capsules. And the huge bonus is when you order something from Juice Plus, you get the chews for free for your kids. So I'll show you what they look like. They're just like little lollies. They really taste really yummy and sweet. And yeah, and I guess as a working, as a mum, I've worked in childcare for 20 years, and I just know how hard it is to get our kids to eat that wide variety of foods. And I think we have the solution to that, so that's pretty awesome. Now, our JBT program, I'll just talk quickly about that. Our Juicy Bodies Transformation group is actually the fastest growing team in the world, because we have so many professionals creating whole food recipe books. We've actually got 10 different books now, recipe books. Our customers can access them and download them and use them every day. We've also got healthy living programs and our shed program that we've just launched this week, and I'll show you a little bit about that. There's over $3,500 worth of prizes in this program at the moment. And in this program, you've got nutrition support, exercise programs. I'm actually doing it with about 10 of my customers at the moment, and my husband and myself. So yeah, that would be for the next 8 weeks. What else? So I guess that's about it, but I'll just talk a little bit about a couple of questions most customers have asked me along the way, but I hope it might answer your questions. So the main question I get asked is, why do you take them? So I started taking Juice Plus because I was pretty much sick and tired of being a zombie mum all the time. I had constant brain fog. I was sick of the doctors saying, oh, we can't help you, Debbie. You've got 2 autoimmune diseases. This is your life now. Just go home and be a mum. And I was sick of spending thousands of dollars on all this stuff that I used to take. And yeah, and I guess the second question I get asked is, what does it do for you? And this is the part I like to tell people. I get to do what I want now. I don't have any pain. I don't get fatigue. I have amazing recovery. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, I just graded to red belt in Taekwondo. And I'm really proud of that. I'm 44, so I'm not young anymore, but my recovery the next day after Taekwondo is awesome. I don't have any pain at all. So what else? I'm not craving junk food as much, so I'm craving healthier foods, and I'm eating less. And I guess the biggest thing I'm grateful for is that I said yes to spending $4 on me. because it's just been so worth it, and I love my life now. So thanks for listening. I hope that helped answer some of your questions. If it didn't, just ask the person who invited you tonight to see if you've got any more questions. Okay, I think I'm passing it to Mem now.
Hi guys, okay, right on, I'll just go in there. Hey everybody, I'm Mem Jenner and I'm actually speaking to you from Mirupara in New Zealand, and I'm on here to share you a bit of my story. As you've heard, people have been recovering and less cravings. Well, my story is about V. I was a big V drinker, and if you know V or Red Bull, I was drinking 2 cans a day. That was a biggie. And eating pies. Instead of having breakfast at home, I was always running back and forward to work. And our Foursquare is just down the road from us, probably about 10 metres, 20 metres. So that became really easy to just go and grab a pie and a drink, wolf it down and go for it. So I've been doing that probably for the last 5 years, and it became normality until I was introduced to Juice Plus, and I thought, oh well, I'll give it a go. Now, keeping in mind that was V, 2 cans a day, pies in the morning, red meat. I'm a big steak eater. Red meat at night. It's quite big. So when Amanda told me about all this stuff and that your cravings for all of that would change, I didn't believe her. I thought, yeah, whatever. You can't change a meat eater like me. Well, it did. So when I came to Australia for a holiday, my daughter took us for a hike, and I just about died. So not only was I not eating a lot of red meat by then, but I was starting to eat a lot more veggies and fruit, and I started hearing Menda's words about increasing veggies and fruit intake. But I'll tell you what, walking down in those beautiful Australian waterfalls, 2-hour hikes, over here in New Zealand you can just drive to them and park up under them. But 2-hour hike, I nearly died, and it took me ages to crawl back up. So thinking like Deb, and that was excellent, Deb, with your red belt, thinking I wasn't as fit as that I would be dead the next morning. Well, I wasn't. The recovery period was, boom, instant. I nearly died when I saw that. So that was testimony to me that there's something in these beans. And literally, when it says I'm full of beans, I'm literally full of beans. The other thing is that my children noticed, wasn't until my son who had a look at it and said, oh, you had these beans, I haven't seen you drink V. So, you know, guys, I wouldn't be without my beans right now. The recovery period, I have a high-stress job and I'm working really late now because I can. I'm up on these meetings late because I can. I'm up early in the morning because I can. And like I said, I'm full of these beans, so all the nutrients that are going into my body are proving beneficial. The example, I think, more than anything else to my children about the importance of these beans is great. So that's me. No more pies, if it is very little. Bread, hardly any of that nowadays. Red meat, very little of that. Everything, it's amazing. So thanks, guys, that's me. And as I said, just full of beans, loving the juicy life, and grateful for everything that I've been given, and people sharing. If I can point out one thing, is that somebody shared it. And thank you, Manda and Jared, for sharing this experience, because now I can share it with others. Thanks, guys. Ka kite. And over to you now, Edith.
Hello everyone, my name's Edith. I'm Debbie's sister, who was just on before, who did the product review. As you heard that Deb has 2 autoimmune diseases, that's probably where it started for me, because when she actually was trialling it, I saw the change in her. I saw her energy levels rise, and she had her life back. So I actually thought, well, you know what, I was quite intrigued, and I thought, well, I'm going to give it a go and see what it does for me. And for me, along with a lot of other people, after a few weeks, I noticed my energy levels had increased, and I wasn't craving sugar as much. Now I'm 4 months down the track and on my Juicy Beans, and now I have amazing energy levels every day, not just some days. My sugar cravings have gone. I crave healthy food instead of junk food all the time. And I've got more energy to walk every day and work out. I sleep much better. I don't have restless legs anymore, which I had, and insomnia, which was really bad. Getting a lot more sleep. But a big one for me is that about 1.5 years ago, I actually had a knee injury. I've got a meniscus tear in my knee, and I had a lot of physio done for probably about almost a year, with very much change in it. I hardly ever, it did a little bit of work on it, but it didn't really change an awful lot. But I've noticed I had very little mobility in my knee. I couldn't bend it all the way back. Since actually being on the Juicy Beans for 4 months, I've noticed a massive change in my knee. I can actually bend my knee much further back than I ever had, and that's without any further physio. So I haven't had physio since about 5 or 6 months ago. So that's a really big plus for me, because that was a bit of a problem. I also have my 15-year-old daughter. She's actually on it with me because, as you know, this company has a heart, and every adult on it actually gets to sponsor a child for free, which is awesome. She has been on it for 4 months as well, and her acne has cleared up. She's happier, she has less anxiety, and she's got much more energy as well, and exercising much more than she ever has too. And so as far as the business goes, I thought, well, I'm going to jump on the business with my sister, we're on the same team. And so for me, yeah, the business is great. It's mine. It's a great opportunity. It's flexible, and I can build it at my own pace, and it fits around my family. So for me, it's really fantastic. There's lots of upline support, and I'm really incredible people. So yeah, I'm pretty happy so far on my journey, and that's my story. So I think I'm now passing over to Mandy.
Thanks, Edith. Hi, everyone. My name's Mandy. And like all the other gorgeous women on our event tonight, I have been on this journey for almost 15 months. And I began just being a customer, just taking the product just for myself. Like Edith, I also had she was 14 at the time. My 14-year-old daughter joined me. And so we started taking the product because we were looking to bridge the gap in what we were eating and what we should have been eating, and to overcome some health issues. And so after a month of being on the product, I saw this business opportunity as a way for me to be able to help my husband support our family. We've been a one-income family for as long as we've been married, which is close to 28 years. So as a stay-at-home mum, this was a way for me to be able to increase my self-confidence and to feel like I was contributing to our family. But one of the biggest misconceptions that I actually thought of before I got into this business was that this is a pyramid scheme. And I'm sure everybody has heard it or thought it at some point, thinking that our network marketing industry is a pyramid scheme. So I hope everybody can see that. So what I've drawn here is a triangle. So before I became a mum, I worked in the retail industry, and in the company that I worked for, we had a CEO at the top. And so everybody else, all the workers, we were down here, and we had varying levels of management in the industry. And if you wanted to move up, you had to start stepping on other people's toes, and these people up here didn't want you to move up or anything, because that was going to then jeopardize their job and so on and so forth. And to really get up here to the CEO was next to impossible. So I found that working in retail was highly stressful, full of competitiveness, full of backbiting, and it was really not a pleasant place to be in. So I'm going to share with you a little bit of structure. So I'm going to draw the triangle again, but this time I'm going to draw it up the other way. So when we come into our Juice Plus franchisee, everybody, it doesn't matter whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a stay-at-home mum, whether you're a tradie, everybody starts at the same position. Down here, a virtual franchisee. Now, and if you notice, right up here at the top, all this space, up here we have our National Marketing Director. So this is the top rank in our business. And we do have our various levels to get to the top. But in order for us to get to the top, we have to help other people along the way to move up as well. And there's no competitiveness. Everybody takes each other by the hand to move to the top, because everybody wants to be up here at this position right at the top. And so I have found in my time here that there's been nothing but support. We're a part of an amazing team here. And so we call this our sharing business, because we just want to share what we love with everybody else, and in order to be able to help them to have what we are having in our lives. So I just want to. So when I was introduced to the industry by my friend H, and I just want to show you that it really doesn't matter how many people you know. You don't have to know hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. All you need to be able to do is share the business with 1 or 2 or 3 people, and it's a snowball effect. So H shared it with, I think there was 4 or 5 of us at the start. So if I put me there, and then I've been able to share it with my son, and I've shared it with my sister, and my son has shared it with Mem, and then Mem has branched out and she's sharing what she loves with people, and all these other people that H first invited to look at the business are joining up and sharing it with their people as well. And then we have what we call the popcorn effect. So just by knowing 1 or 2 people, you're able to share an awesome product, an awesome business, and we're able to help everybody to have the freedom and the ability to create the lives that we want. So that was my little segment for you tonight. I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask the person that invited you here tonight. So I am going to hand over to Linda now, who is going to share with us her experience with the business. Thanks, Linda.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Amanda. Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name's Linda Baylor, and I am coming up to my first anniversary in Juice Plus. So like the other ladies, I started out as a customer. Somebody interested introduced the products to me, And she being my friend and I having a large degree of trust in her opinion and valuing her thoughts, I thought that I would give it a try because I had some health issues of my own. I'm a bit older than all the other ladies here on tonight, and so I have some different issues. I'm retired from full-time 9 to 5 regular job. I had to retire because my mental health gave out on me. I had too much stress and I suffered depression and a huge panic attack and some anxiety. So I was not able to work anymore. And that happened about 4 years ago, I think, 3 or 4 years ago. And so I had been, I wasn't in a real good place. I was starting to get over it last year when I came across the products, but I still had a lot of brain fog. I was very tired. I was still struggling with bouts of anxiety. Being older, I also have some physical health issues. I have some osteoarthritis in my feet and my back and my neck. And all these things were sort of making me feel really vulnerable, and the physical pain and discomfort was not helping the mental health, and it was all very cyclical. And I sort of thought, well, if these juicy beans can help me, then it'll be worth it. So I started taking them. And the first thing I noticed, like the other girls, was the increase in my energy levels. 12 months later, my husband still says, you've certainly got a lot more energy. No more nana naps. No more struggling to wake up in the morning and get out of bed. Even though I hadn't slept very well, I would struggle to just get myself out of bed. I just didn't want to get up and face the day. So that has all gone. I've got energy, I sleep better, I wake up in the morning and I can get out of bed. A longer term effect has been that the inflammation from the osteoarthritis, I think, has reduced, which means that I have less chronic pain. When I was started on the Juicy Beans, the Juice Plus capsules, I had to use a walking stick if I had to walk any distance. I haven't used a walking stick now since March, April this year. So that's been a huge benefit to me, and that's been great for my mental health as well, because I don't feel so much like an invalid, so sick, to somebody who loves looking after their grandchildren. To be using a walking stick is really sad. So I'm really pleased about that. So I thought that if I can share these products and what they have done for me with other people that I know, then it's worth doing. So that's why I got involved in the business. And I just love the products. They've just been amazing for me. So I share my the chews that Deb told you about, that she showed you, the chewy beans. I get them and share them to my granddaughter, my 4-year-old granddaughter. And she very proudly told me last night, we had dinner with her last night, and she very proudly told me that she eats flat lettuce now. She eats her vegetables. She's growing. She's very clever, and she eats her flat lettuce, and it's crunchy, and she loves it. So I was thrilled to bits about that she now loves to eat her vegetables, and I think it's because of the juicy beans, the chewies that she eats. So I've just been asked if I would share with you a little bit about how we, following on from what Mandy was saying, how we get paid in this business. So Mandy shared with you the inverted V, where we start out as a virtual franchise, which is down here. So we all start out in the same place. We all start down here as a virtual franchise holder. And then as we progress with introducing our other people to the products and they become customers, then we can advance. And the next position we can advance to with just 3 or 4 customers is to DVF. So what that is a direct virtual franchisee. And The next rank advancement is a few more customers, about the same number again. So to get up to the DVF, you need about 3 or 4 customers. And then the next one is SDVF, Senior Direct Virtual Franchisee. So that means that you need to have one person join your team and also decide to join the business, and a few more customers. The next main one is Sales Coordinator, and then eventually you get up there to NMD, National Marketing Director, that Mandy talked to you about. Now, so they're the principal ranks, the main ones we want to achieve for. So when we get paid in 3 ways. Now, when I used to go to work, I used to get paid one way and that was it. But here we get paid 3 ways. We get paid a retail, which means that we get paid on the product that people buy through us, that we introduce them to, they sign up and they become a customer. We get a retail profit off what they buy. We also get a percentage commission. And then the third way is bonuses. We get bonuses. So just like anybody else who in some companies who performs really well, they might be lucky enough to get a bonus. Well, here there's no doubt about it. You perform well, you definitely get a bonus. I know I got a bonus once in one of my full-time jobs, and we never knew until it happened whether we were going to get a bonus or not. So, and it didn't come sort of during the year as we did something, achieved some goal or anything. It was just at the end of the year, and it was based on the whole year's performance. Well, here, you set a goal, you achieve the goal, you get paid. So the first bonus you can get is here when you reach DVF, and that's a $100 bonus. Now, it's not only you that gets that bonus, but it's the person who introduced you. Because if you remember what Mandy was saying, you have to achieve any rank advancement in this business, you have to be able to take somebody else by the hand and take them with you. So the person who reaches this position or any rank advancement gets there because they've had a lot of support and help from the person who introduced them and the community around them. So the person who introduced you or the sponsor, they also get a $100 bonus. Now, when you get to SDVF, pardon me, it's a $400 bonus for you and for your sponsor. Okay? SC, Senior Coordinator, Sales Coordinator, sorry, $600 for you and your sponsor. Oh. And then finally, when you can get to higher levels, the bonuses just keep going up and up. And there is in fact about $3,000 in bonuses available to you and to your sponsor. So $6,000 in total just in bonuses for between you and your sponsor. Now, I don't know any other company that does that. So that's pretty amazing. And that is on top of the retail that you get and the commissions that you get on the people that also work with you. So that's 3 ways of getting paid. So that's very generous and it makes it absolutely amazing. It's not at all difficult. There are so many people in this company that are earning 6-figure incomes. 6-figure every month incomes from what they're doing. It's not hard, okay? So if you are looking to increase your income, you might just decide that just $50 a month, $100 a month, $1,000 a month. What difference would that make to you? How much would your life change if you were earning an extra $500 a month? So that's one of the questions that we ask. What if I was earning another $1,000 a month? What if I could get an extra $500 a month? What difference would that mean? Oh, $500 a month. there's a week's rent. There, how much contribution is that to your mortgage payment? How much pressure does that take off the rest of the family? If you're the only income earner in your family, how much difference would it make to you? And you can do it in stolen moments. You can do it like this at 7 o'clock at night. You can come home from your regular job, feed your family, sit down for a couple of hours, and you can make that happen for yourself. So just think about it. Ask yourself, what if this would work for me? What if I gave it a go? What if I wanted to do that? What if I wanted to earn that extra money? Okay, have a think about it. Talk to the person who invited you to this event tonight and just discuss it. Check out the options, see what it would make, what a difference it would mean to you. Okay, now I think I am handing back to Andrea, who is our super sexy host tonight. Thanks, Andrea.
Thank you, Linda. That was supposed to be a secret. Shh. Thank you, everybody who jumped on and helped out in this event today and was able to share your beautiful stories. I love hearing each of your stories, because it reminds me that everybody's different and our bodies react differently to different things that are happening around us. So thank you very much for taking the time to jump on and share. And thank you to those who are watching with us. We greatly appreciate your time. I hope that you enjoyed it, and that if you feel that it might be something that you've been looking for, or for your house, for your family, speak to the person who invited you to watch this event. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. The weekend's coming, so enjoy it. And thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.